Feeling crushed after a losing streak? These 7 mindset hacks will help you recover fast. But before we get into that, why should you listen to me? My name is Gani and I've been trading for close to 5 years now, and I must say I went through an 8-trade losing streak, and this was one of my lowest points in trading. And I must say, if it wasn't for these same exact mindset hacks that I'm going to be sharing in this video, I wouldn't have recovered from that emotional damage. So in this same video, I'm going to share exactly how I was able to overcome this, and this will help you recover from that losing period that you might be experiencing right now, or that you might experience maybe in the near future. But before we get into that, if you happen to get some value from this video, please like the video, subscribe, and as well share this maybe with a friend or colleague that struggles with losing streaks. Acknowledge the reality of losing streaks. Now, when it comes to losing streaks, I'll tell you this, that even the best traders out there, they also go through these losing streaks. So when it comes to trading, every single strategy or trading model out there experiences a losing streak where that particular strategy actually goes through some period of drawdown. So no matter the strategy that you trade, at one point that particular strategy goes through a losing streak. So for you as a trader, all you need to do is actually prepare yourself for this period when it comes to you. I've seen so many times, traders, when they experience a losing streak on their particular model or strategy that they actually trading, all they do, or what they resort to doing, is actually ditching that particular strategy and going or moving on to the next trading strategy. And trust me, even that next strategy they go to at some point experiences a drawdown period. So it is always best for you to actually stick with the strategy that you already have. There's this saying that goes, you are better off, staying with the devil that you already know than going for that other devil that you have no clue about. So in my opinion, always stay with that strategy that you already know how exactly it performs in the market, because the market keeps changing. There are times when maybe it is on an uptrend, or it is on a downtrend, or it's moving sideways. These periods come, and when it comes to the strategy that you trade, you might find it performing differently in these different market conditions. So it is always best you stick to it, so that once you get through this drawdown or this losing streak period, then you're going to enjoy the benefits of that particular strategy. So number one, acknowledge the reality of a losing streak, that once it comes, it is okay. Step back and review. For so many times I see, especially some of the students that come to me, when they're in a period of a losing streak, what they do, or what they tend to do, is basically go out there and overtrade or try and make back what they've just lost from the market. And trust me, this always doesn't end so well. So this is what I would recommend you actually do when you're in this type of period. You need to step back and start asking yourself questions like, am I sticking to my strategy? Have the market conditions changed? Is my risk management still in place? Have I changed anything about my risk management? Because these are the best questions you could ask yourself in such a period. Because if you don't step back and ask yourself such questions, definitely you might end up wiping out your account. These are the periods when people just, lose their heads and they end up, blowing their account. So you do not want to be this type of trader. You need to manage your mindset. As a trader, you need to understand that trading is not just about the numbers and charts. It's actually more about your mind. So you need to manage your mindset as a trader. And when it comes to losing streaks, obviously your confidence is going to be hit. It will take a massive hit, especially when you start losing trade number one, then your fifth trade, and all these 5 trades are losses. Trust me, it is going to take a toll on your confidence. But how do you exactly get over this? In my opinion, when it comes to your mindset, these are some of the things I recommend you actually start practicing on a daily basis. Number one, practice gratitude. So many times we tend to actually forget the fact that these same markets have actually been very generous to us at some point. We've made some good money out of these markets. So write down maybe 3 things that you feel you are grateful for ever since you actually started trading. So keep writing and reminding yourself of these good times, because this is exactly what will leave you, or what will keep you grounded as you are trading these markets. Then number 2, I would like you to practice affirmations. Start telling yourself all those good things, like maybe I'm a good trader, I'm always learning, I'll bounce back from this current situation that I'm currently in. So try and practice these affirmations, because this is what is going to enable you bounce back as a better trader and conquer these markets, because it's always here in your mind. Once you conquer the mind, you will obviously conquer the charts and the markets as well. And then number 3, you need to focus on the process and not the outcome or the results. So many times I've seen traders, they look at that particular trade they are putting on and they feel that particular trade must be a winner. And always when they lose that particular trade, they end up crushed. They end up losing themselves as people or as human beings. You find someone going and they do all those bad things that they shouldn't have done if they hadn't lost that particular trade. So do not be that type of trader. When you spend some time with some of the top performers when it comes to trading, I'll tell you this: they do not obsess over the results they actually get from the market. They don't look at that particular trade they've just put on and say, this particular trade must define everything about me as a trader. They do not. They actually only focus on executing their strategy to the dot. They try and make sure they don't make any errors as they are executing their particular strategy. So this is how you need to be as a trader. And trust me, this will unlock that inner person in you and you'll be able to start making good money from these markets. You need to start limiting external pressure. I'll tell you this, especially in this social media age, if you are going through a particular losing streak and you turn to social media and people are showing you all these results that they are getting from the markets, that maybe today I made 10K from the market. So last night I was able to catch 300 pips from the markets. So once you start consuming this type of information, trust me, this is going to affect you mentally, and you will start thinking about how bad you are as a trader. You'll start having all these bad or negative emotions in you, and then trust me, this is going to spiral into so many bad activities that you are going to start doing. So this is what I would recommend you do. Try and stay away from such people that you follow that they keep selling you this dream that is not achievable. So try and stay away from them. If it means unfollowing them, try and unfollow those people, because you do not want this external pressure on you. You need to only and only focus on you. Have that tunnel vision that will enable you, get to the other side that you want to get to. So block out social media if you have to. Try and do it, because trust me, this will in turn end up helping you. I would also recommend you build emotional resilience. Now, when it comes to emotional resilience, obviously this is not an easy thing to do, but you can be able to build this through different activities, like maybe exercising regularly. You need to, be very disciplined as a person. You need to start building your emotional resilience. Like maybe that if it gets to 5 p.m. in the evening, you must step out there and go for your jog. And this should be a non-negotiable, because once you have these kinds of routines that are outside of trading, trust me, they will enable you perform at your very best as a trader. The other thing you could do as you build your emotional resilience is maybe starting to journal, or maybe you can start meditating. So these are things that enable you, get to your mind, and you're able to pour out from your mind. I would also urge you to actually reframe these losing streaks as growth opportunities. Start looking at them as growth opportunities. So many times you go through a losing streak and you feel like this is the end of it, but try and flip the coin and look at it from the other angle. Try and look at these as growth opportunities. Try and see all the errors maybe that you've been making through these losing periods, and learn from these errors. Try and correct whatever you've been doing wrong, and start looking at these as growth opportunities. There's a book by Tom Hogarth that I like a lot. That book is The Best Loser Wins, and he summarizes all this. So I would highly recommend you actually go get this book, because it will change your perspective towards losses. So it is one of my favorites, especially when it comes to trading psychology. It really will unlock you as a trader for you to start performing at the very highest level, guys. So there are those minor execution errors that you could have maybe done through these losing trades. Like maybe are you using a very tight stop? Are you following your risk management? All these are things you need to look at through this losing period and grow from it. So if you've been using a tight stop, maybe it's time now for you to change and give good breathing space to your trades. So these are things you need to go through, especially during these losing periods, for you to actually be able to learn from these same exact situations, so that for all your future trades, you don't do exactly what you've previously done. My last step to recovery is for you to rebuild slowly and strategically. Now, once you've stepped back and reviewed your trades as a trader, definitely this will give you an insight into the future on exactly how you're going to be approaching things, especially your trades. Now, if it means you slowly starting again by maybe, if you've been trading maybe 10 lots, this might be time for you to start trading maybe 2 lots or 1 lot, because mentally this enables you get into these trades without any kind of panic, any kind of fear. That anxiety will be pushed away. So try and lower maybe your lot size, so that as you get back into the market, you're able to build that confidence back. If you, let's say, trade prop firms, if you've been trading maybe $100,000 account, you might now need to maybe start small with maybe a $10,000 account. So this way you will psychologically get back into the groove for you to start trading at the highest level. Well, those are the 7 mindset hacks that I believe that if you incorporate these into your trading regimen, trust me, things are going to change for you, especially if you're going through a losing streak. And of course, if you found this very helpful, please like the video. In the comments, let me know as well what really stood out for you amongst these 7 mindset hacks. Tell me exactly what you're going to be incorporating right away at this very moment. So this is it for now. Thank you so much for watching, and for more Forex trading content, check out this next video.